How to protect yourself from black magic. I recently made a video titled What Happens When You Send Black Magic to a Chosen One, where I share with you guys how many dark practitioners have lost their lives coming up against me. And that video is taken off in views, and in it I asked you guys to leave a comment and just let me know if you've experienced people sending you black magic yourself. And a lot of you have reached out and shared your experiences with me, and I've come to realize just how prevalent it is. So I wanted to make a video sharing with you guys things you can do to help protect yourself from black magic. Now, the first one is the most obvious one. That's get right with Jesus, get right with Archangel Michael. Guides and angels are there for protection, but free will is a big thing. So the more you pray and the more you ask, the more they can do for you. Your word is extremely powerful. Therefore, saying, "No weapon formed against me shall prosper," should be in your daily vocabulary. You can also do a verbal return to sender. All hexes, curses, evil eye, and death spells are returned to sender or transmuted into love and light and used to propel me on my path. You want to sage. I love saging. I can't get enough. White sage is my best friend. Sage your house, sage your room, sage your yard, sage your car. I'd say sage your dog, but some of you might actually do that. But just sage everything you can. Palo Santo is a great spray to have on hand. Leaving offerings for your ancestors, such as chocolates and drinks, is a good idea. I've gone full out with sushi dinners and candles. They love candles and incense. The more you acknowledge them, the more they kind of, get motivated to help you. You want to give thanks to the land that your house is on. There's spirits that were living on the land before it got, bulldozed to build your house. So honor them and respect them and leave them little gifts. And this will motivate them to protect your property as well. I like to use salt. You can salt every corner of your house. I like to put a line of salt across my door, also on the end of my driveway, just in certain areas of the yard. You also want to get rid of any gifts that you may have received from anyone that you believe could be sending you black magic. I had this demonic, shamanic witch from the Philippines that was sending me death spells that had her son jump off a building. And she, hosted this fake I'm going away party just to give me a crystal so that I could take it into my house, and then she could, use it to tap into my energy and stuff. So you want to make sure that you throw away any gifts that you've received from anyone that you may be suspicious when it comes to black magic. Raising your frequency and giving off the energy of love is always a good idea. Now, quick and easy return to sender that you can do that is extremely effective. Every time I do this, I feel like $1 million the next day. Get a jar. I personally like to use water from nature, but you can use tap water. I personally like rainwater or ocean water or water from a creek. You want to get yourself an egg. If you're using it for just you, all you need is one egg, room temperature. If you're doing it for your family, use an egg for every person that's involved. You want to sprinkle some chili flakes on top. Then you want to get the hottest hot sauce you can. I like to go to Art Naps and buy the hottest one they got there for like $60. Throw some chili peppers in there, some cayenne, some Tabasco. Just make it as hot as possible. Then you want to add some salt, and it's all about intention, right? So the hot stuff is to send it back with spice, right? And the salt is to purify any negative energy that they've sent your way. And then you want to top it up with some garlic powder, and that's to protect you from any future attacks. People always ask me, how long should you leave it out? Go off of your gut. Personally, I like to leave it out the day before the full moon, the day of the full moon, and the day after. But I do some random ones here and there when I feel called to. But honestly, once it's all mixed, if you want to get rid of it in the next 5 minutes, you can. Now, how do you dispose of it? I like to return it to the creek where I usually get my water from, but you can dump it down the toilet. It's important, if you're going to dump it down the toilet, not to look at it as you're dumping it down the toilet. Don't ask me why. I'm not even going to get into it. I don't know why. You kind of have to look away sometimes. You want to make sure you hit it, right? So put it in the toilet, close the lid, and flush it. This is something that I like to state when I'm doing these. Any energies that need to be returned to sender will be returned to sender. And any energies that can be transmuted into love and light and used to propel me on my path will be transmuted for my benefit. Frankincense, either essential oil or, an incense stick, burning that in your house is good. Rosemary is good for protection. Lavender, cedar, any kind of essential oils, Palo Santo spray is good to have. You can make your own concoction and spray it, put the intention of protection. Now, crystals, I love crystals. I can't get enough. I started my own custom crystal jewelry line. I got the necklaces, I got the bracelets, I got them in my pockets, I got them on my waist, I got them on my ankles. And one of the best crystals for protecting yourself from black magic is black tourmaline. I got black tourmaline on my glasses here, and Mexican fire agate right here. It's good for returning to sender. And it's also important when you purchase these crystals to just put the intention in it that you want, such as, return any negative energy to sender. I've got, this guy right here. This is called angelic armor. And this guy here is specifically for anyone that's looking for protection from black magic. It's gold sheen obsidian with black tourmaline and quartz. And I use my connection with the guides and angels and I pray over it. I make sure when you get that baby, it's buzzing with angelic protection. But you can, go get your own crystals, or you can check out my website. There's lots of crystals, you can just program quartz, black obsidian. A lot of black crystals are really good for protection, but there's also tiger's eye. I got blue tiger's eye right here. I love blue in my black crystals. But look into crystals. Picturing a bubble of light around you. White, gold, and blue are my three favorite colors when it comes to protection. And you can place that around your house. You can also picture just a pillar of light coming from heaven right over your house. Picture, little sparklies all over your house and yard, and just I like to make my house an angelic party. I just am like, the angels love to hang out and party at my house. I always just picture lots of angels around my house. It's good for protection, raises the vibration. I wear the glasses for that reason, despite being heavily protected. I've had so many people sending me black magic that I just feel that, not everyone's privileged to look into my eyes. The evil eye sign is great. These are some of the things you can do to protect yourself. Archangel Michael and Jesus are my go-tos. They should be yours too. But, they want you to help them out. So I thought I'd share some things with you guys that you can do to protect yourself from black magic. That's all I got. I hope it helps.